So recently our friends at Triathlete magazine posted a list of the richest triathletes in 2022. They did a great job breaking down the stats, and there were some numbers that really surprised me, actually blew my mind. So while the big names are swimming like Scrooge McDuck, I figured I'd throw in my 2 cents. The first number that really threw me for a loop was the total prize money delved out in 2022. Only $15 million. And that's among all triathletes, male, female, long course, and short course. Now, that money is up from 2021 and is slated to be more in 2023, but when you consider what professionals in other sports make, you realize how tough it is to make it as a professional triathlete. Let's face it, we're a far cry from the winnings of sports like golf and motorsports like F1. If we want to take it a step further, there were actually only 12 females and 13 males who made over $100,000 in 2021. And a lot of these athletes have to cover the majority of the expenses related to training and racing. I recently did a financial analysis with pro triathlete Seth Ryder, and we found out that just the expenses related to training at the highest level could be more than $20,000 in a year. But don't shed too many tears for them, because keep in mind this doesn't include any money from endorsements, sponsorships, or the ever popular YouTube channel income. Side note, is it weird to you guys that companies are dropping athletes like bad habits, but some athletes that have YouTube channels and large followings are actually picking up more larger sponsors? It's almost like these companies have figured out how to get a lot of low-cost advertising in a very highly targeted demographic. Weird. But before we get into the top earners, let's talk about where all this money's coming from, because there's some really interesting numbers here as well. Ironman comes to the table with a whopping $4.9 million. Now that's split between half and full distance, and that includes the 2 World Championship events. But wait, that's only 1/3 of the total. Where is all this other money coming from? The PTO actually paid out $5.6 million last year, and their races are shorter. So I mean, simple math, right? That's just way more money for the time. Challenge also paid out some cash in the tune of about $800,000. In the short course world, the World Triathlon Championship Series paid out about $1.9 million, and Super League paid out right around $1 million. And by the way, if you're a triathlon fan and you're not watching Super League, you're missing out. Anyways, there was about 24 other independent races that accounted for the remaining $800,000. So if you're a pro triathlete looking at prize money winning potential, your best bet is in the middle distance. Unless you are, I can't wait any longer. Who are the top earners? In long course, ladies first. Number 5, Paula Finley, coming in at $222,000. And again, keep in mind that does not include any income from her and Eric Lagerstrom's very popular YouTube channel, That Triathlon Life, which you should follow after you've followed this channel. Number 4, Ironman World Champ Chelsea Sodaro, coming in at $278,250, which is kind of surprising when she smashed it at the World Champs and had several really good PTO results. Number 3, Annie Hogg, coming in at $293,788. Not super surprising. She's super consistent, former world champ. Awesome job, Annie. Number 2, the one and only Daniela Reef, coming in at $333,000. And number 1, which was a little bit of a surprise to me, but less so when you really jump into the PTO money, Ashley Gentle, coming in at $351,368. She crushed it at the middle distance, and that PTO bonus ain't too bad. So she was the highest paid female triathlete in 2022 and didn't do a single Ironman. All right, on to the dudes. Coming in at number 5, the machine himself, Lionel Sanders, pulling in $207,750. I'd say that makes him a little bit more than a pro YouTuber. Number 4, the young buck, Sam Laidlow, coming in at $250K. Number 3 was a little surprising until you jump into his results, wins at Challenge Roth, Collins Cup, and others. Magnus Ditlev coming in $293,038. Very specific amount there. The last two aren't surprising. The Norwegian hype train rolls into the station. Number 2, Gustav Eden, making $413,255. And the top earner, Blue, Christian Blumenfeld, coming in at a whopping $480,000. On to the short course, where there is far less money and fewer payouts, but there were a few athletes who managed to bring home a pretty good chunk of change. We started with the ladies last time, so dudes, you're up. And plus there's a baller on the ladies' side, so hang tight. Number 5, the man once bitten by a seal, Vasco Valaca, brings in $72,100. Number 4, one of the fastest runners on course at any event, almost doubling Vasco's amount, Alex Yee, coming in at $135,900. Number 3, Matty Hauser, narrowly edging out Yee with $140,400. Number 2, world champ, Leo Berger, bringing in $148,100, and I'd like to note that he's the only one in the top 5 that didn't do Super League. Eyes on Paris, Leo. Eyes on Paris. And number 1, the Falcon, Hayden Wild, bringing in $235,000. All right, time for the short course ladies. Number 5, Arena Games and Esports world champion Beth Potter, bringing in $87,400. Number 4, Mrs. Consistency Sophie Caldwell, pocketing $103,700. Number 3, Bermuda's Golden Girl Flora Duffy, bringing in $157,300. Number 2, representing the USA, Taylor Spivey, bringing in $162,200. This was a big surprise for me, but then I started looking at her results and she had an awesome season. And when you consider the payouts for Super League, it makes perfect sense. And number 1, you gotta love her, GTB, Georgia Taylor Brown, dropping elbows on everyone in 2022 and bringing home $273,000, which is almost $50K more than the top male earner in short course. Boom. I would also like to note that the top earners in short course are actually at similar income levels to the top 5 in long course, which is also a bit surprising. So, short course is in fact not a crime. You can get this t-shirt at bpcgear.com. If you enjoyed this little breakdown, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, share it with your tri buddies, and if you want to see more of this stash, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and as always, trust your training.